Do you know which tense is important for IELTS essays? Have you got any idea that there are 4 to 5 tenses in IELTS which can help you speak and write well? Okay? And have you ever noticed how to construct sentences in active voice and in passive voice in order to get 7 band in IELTS writing? If you don't know all these things, this video will teach you all these things within 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, my name is Asad Yaqub and I am international IELTS trainer. I teach IELTS in Lahore and in physical classes and all over the world in online classes. You can contact me for that. Now, let me tell you, in IELTS writing, most of the essays, whenever you write an essay, you write your essay in present simple tense. Now, there are 2 variants of present simple tense that you should know. One is active voice and one is passive voice. For example, people speak English all over the world. This is active voice. And what is passive voice? English language is spoken all over the world. Now, you don't need to add by people. You may use by as well, but when you're using by, then you don't need to say English language is spoken. When you want to highlight your object, for example, people speak English. English is not highlighted here. But when I say English language is spoken all over the world by a vast majority of people, I am highlighting English language. Okay, so in order to highlight your object, what we do, instead of using active voice, we use passive voice. In passive voice, subject is not active. If I say people speak English, people are active. They speak English. And if I say English language is spoken, now subject is English language, but it is not active. Somebody else is speaking it. Okay, so it is spoken by somebody else. That is why this is passive voice. So, first tense that you need to learn, that is present simple tense. And let me tell you, I'm teaching you all these things from IELTS writing book. We have academic writing book. We have general training writing book. These books are available in Pakistan in printed form and PDF, and all over the world PDF only. If you want to get these books, just send me a message on WhatsApp and I'll give you all the details. Now, present simple tense, whenever you're going to give your general opinion, we use it for general facts, habits, opinions. You can say, many people believe. This is present tense. Okay, and this is, for essay writing, you write such type of sentences. Many people believe that social media has a negative impact on communication. Many people believe that. This is present simple tense. And the facts like the earth revolves around the sun. So this is another fact. So you use present simple tense whenever you give your opinion. I agree. I disagree. Right? So this is present simple tense. Next tense which can be helpful, that is present continuous tense. We use present continuous tense for the things which are happening. Right now, I am speaking English in front of you. I am smiling. You are laughing, huh? Okay. So, for that you can say, more people are becoming concerned about environmental issues today. This is happening at the time of speaking. Governments are introducing new laws to combat pollution. This is happening at the time of speaking. So the second important tense which you can use in your IELTS essay writing after present simple tense is present continuous tense. Then the third important tense is present perfect tense. We use present perfect tense for completed actions at present. For example, I have taught you present simple tense, completed action. I have taught you present continuous tense as well, completed action. Okay, for essay writing, you may write such type of sentences like, many countries have introduced stricter regulations to address climate change. Many countries have introduced. This has already happened. Like, I have always believed that education is the key to solving poverty. I have always believed. Completed action. Okay, so for completed actions, you may use present perfect tense. Another important tense which is used in essay writing and it is used commonly, that is present perfect continuous tense. Now, present perfect continuous tense is for the actions that started in the past, continued over a certain time period, which you can express by using since or for, and then at present these actions just finished or still they are going on. For example, if I say, I have been teaching IELTS for 10 years. I have been teaching IELTS for 10 years means even now I am teaching IELTS. But if I say, I have been teaching IELTS and I don't use since for, I have been teaching IELTS, I have been working in that bank, it means now I don't work there anymore. So when you use since for, it means action is still going on. When you don't use since for, it means action is just finished. For example, it has been raining all the day long. It has been raining all the day long. It means at the time of speaking, the rain has stopped now. So, for present perfect continuous, you can make sentences like, people have been increasingly using technology in education. People have been using means it started in the past, continued over time, and still it is going on. I have been studying the effects of advertising on children for years. It means the action started in the past, continued, and still it is going on. So, present perfect continuous tense, and by the way, all these tenses are equally important in your IELTS speaking module. Now, we are going to talk about the fifth tense which is important for IELTS writing, and that is past simple tense. In past simple tense, we use second form of the verb. This is very simple. You want to quote an example from the past, or in introduction, you want to write something a century ago, a decade ago. So for a decade ago, a century ago, last year, few years ago, for that you can use past simple tense, right? Sentences like, in the past, people relied heavily on print media for information. Now this is past simple tense. So you are quoting something, the topic is print media or the topic is media. So you're quoting something from the past. Many students prefer traditional learning methods before the internet revolutionized education. So topic is internet. So you are telling before internet what happened, and for that you're going to use past simple tense. And finally, we have future simple. So it's present simple, present continuous, present perfect continuous, and now we are going to talk, then we talked about past simple, and now we are going to talk about future simple. Future simple is very simple. Will, not shall. Okay, will and first form of the verb. For example, in the future, more people will rely on renewable energy sources, as this is happening already. So in the future, more people will rely on renewable energy sources, or governments will have to invest more in healthcare to address the aging population. You write these sentences in the conclusion of your essay. This is usually the last sentence of your essay where you predict about that very phenomena. So future tense is equally important. And finally, I would like to tell you about some modal verbs which are used in essay writing. And if you follow all these things in IELTS essays, one of the marking criteria, that is grammatical range and accuracy, your band score will improve there. So finally, we've got modal verbs. Now, what are modal verbs? Verbs like can, could, may, might, should, must, ought to, etc. Okay, so try to use modal verbs. Learn to make active and passive of modal verb. For example, English language must be taught at all levels, right? Education should be obtained, right? Strict rules should be implemented. Passive voice, okay? So you can write this, and we use modal verbs for possibility, necessity, advice, obligation, and all that. I'm going to give you some sentences where I use modal verbs. We should focus on reducing waste to protect the environment. We should focus. It's a kind of suggestion or advice. People might find it difficult to adapt to new technologies. People might, it's possibility. People might find it difficult to adapt to new technologies. So, the summary of all these tenses: number one, present simple for general opinion, facts, and truths. Number two, present continuous to describe ongoing actions or current trends. Number three, present perfect to describe past actions with present relevance or outcome. Number 4, past simple, to discuss past events or situations. Number 5, future simple, to predict future trends or actions. And finally, models, to express possibility, advice, or necessity. All the best, guys. Thank you so much. I also teach IELTS online all over the world. In campus in Lahore, Pakistan, we have books on IELTS writing and books on IELTS speaking. So if you want to get any of these books, you can contact us on WhatsApp. We offer free IELTS test booking service in Pakistan. We don't charge extra, and while staying home, you can book your IELTS exam. Okay, we have study plans for IELTS preparation, and we have made a software for computer delivered IELTS preparation. If you want to get any of these things, you can just contact us and we'll give you all the details. Asad Yaqub wholeheartedly wishes you best of luck. Take care. Allah Hafiz.